Sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Taken down at the third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't.
The ball comes out.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to Jordan Reed. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And 3 yards.
And look. Looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Garoppolo's pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by
specialist D. Ford in on the stop.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
11 yards there, just like last play.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a 49er.
A first down carry for Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Derrick Henry on the handoff.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down.
Here we go. Like 20! Come on, come get some.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Got the connection here to Bourne. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete.
Kendrick Bourne, 70 yards. And the 49ers are in. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles in result. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there.
Try to atone for it here on this drive. On 3rd down, Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he spins through. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up
So any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
11 on the play. And a 49er first down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On second down, here's Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quentin Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover it.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
57, Mike, 57.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again is Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And his tight end, Chris Herndon. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And he finds the tight end, Reed. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Catch there by Jamison Crowder. 78 catches, 833 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 2019. Operates very well out of the slot. One of the niftier receivers in the league.
Darnold completes it and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the season. They begin with Henry. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big run there by Henry. 64 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. A first down carry now for Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Darnold from the gun. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold finding Perriman there for a New York first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Braxton Berrios, 49. From the 29, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 36 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Darnold's pass intercepted by the 49ers.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. About 3 yards there to the 27.
On the carry.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 27, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter.
Jets, 35.
So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Darnold complete to Crowder. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Again, Darnold. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5. And the 49er first down.
On first down, Garoppolo. Evans has it left side. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. from the 27. Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. New York set to take the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Darnold with a throw caught by Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. To the air again, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack by T.J. Connie calls him Trent Jordan Watt. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon.
Complete to
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
C.J. Mosley.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D. Ford. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Jets.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for San Francisco, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.